internal coalition troubles, the cabinet ministers today were still capable of agreeing to a string of massive budget cuts across the board in order to pay for wage and pension increases for non-military security personnel. In a vote of 22-3, the cabinet approved a 1.35% cut from each ministry over the next 20 years, valued at a total of 22 billion shekels. The money will then be initially diverted in January 2019 and again in January 2020, and according to the conditions of the cuts, the funding will go to raising the salaries and pensions of police officers, prison guards, and other non-military security services like the Shin Bet and the Mossad. The idea is to level out their wages with those of their counterparts of similar rank in the IDF. 7 billion shekels will also be applied to retroactive payments going back 12 years. Prime Minister Netanyahu hailed this as the good news security service members have been waiting for, and Public Security Minister Gilad Erdan called it, quote, an amendment to a historical injustice that had no justification. He continued on to also reiterate that this decision had nothing to do with any political or election-related considerations. Still, Welfare Minister Katz, Interior Minister Deri, and Culture Minister Regev all voted against the resolution. Katz warned that the cuts would be felt most by at-risk women, potentially leading, quote, many women to slide into prostitution because they won't have the funds to care for them, end quote. He also accused the government of siphoning off some of the money for Eurovision 2019. Then Deputy Health Minister Litzman said that the Israeli health system could be destroyed, and Agriculture Minister Ariel also warned that the agro-industry in Israel would be vulnerable without these monies. As for opposition party leader Avi Gabai, he chimed in as well that, quote, a government that cuts equally in all areas without prioritizing is a government that could be replaced with a Casio calculator, end quote. But one thing is for sure, at least 60,000 officers, prison service workers, pensioners, and their families can now rest a little easier.